Listen, money is power, but not the kind of power most people think it is. It's portable power. It's a tool. It gives you options. With money, you can feed people. With money, you can build something that changes lives. With money, you can buy time, create freedom, take care of your family, and serve the world. But here's the truth. Money is not happiness. Money is not love. Money is not fulfillment. It's a tool. Money's. And if you start confusing that tool with the purpose of your life, you're going to miss every beautiful moment along the way. See, every one of us here has one thing in common. We're all traveling through time. Time is the ultimate currency. It never stops. It never waits. And while we move through it, we age, we shift, we grow, we fall, we rise. The question is, are you truly living while you're traveling, or are you just surviving? Because I know people who have millions of dollars and are emotionally bankrupt. And I know people who have very little but live with a richness most billionaires can't touch. The difference, it's not in their bank account. It's in their heart, in their spirit, in how deeply they capture the moments that matter. So here's what I tell people. Decide right now to be rich. Not someday when you have more. Not when the number in your account changes. Right now. Because wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you choose. When you operate from a place of fullness, not scarcity, you move differently. You create differently. You love differently. Most people live like, one day I'll be enough. One day I'll be confident. One day I'll be happy. And then they hit that goal. And guess what? The high lasts maybe a day, a week, and then it's gone. Who's done that before? You hit a goal you thought would change everything, and then it became normal. That's how the brain works. It adapts. It gets bored, but your heart doesn't forget. So the moment you trade expectation for appreciation, that's the day you become wealthy. Because as long as you expect things to go your way, you'll be disappointed. You expect people to behave perfectly, they won't. You expect life to be fair, it won't. But when you learn to appreciate the little things, the laughter, the lessons, the breath you're taking right now, suddenly you realize you already have what most people are still running after. You want to be rich? Start depositing gratitude every single day. Build that emotional muscle. Capture your magic moments. Those small pieces of grace that remind you you're alive. Maybe it's a conversation that lifted you. Maybe it's a moment of clarity that shifted your entire perspective. Write them down. Feel them. Relive them. That's how you wire your brain for real wealth. Now, people say money doesn't matter. No, money matters. You just need to know what to do with it. Research shows doubling your income doesn't double your happiness, but spending money the right way can multiply it. Spend on things. It fades. Spend on experiences. It lasts. Spend on others. It expands. You buy yourself a new phone? Great. In a week, it's just a phone, but take that same money, buy a meal for someone who needs it, and you'll remember that for years. I've lived it. I've seen billionaires who live in fear, who feel broke on the inside, and I've met people with nothing who radiate joy. Because the truth is, money amplifies who you already are. If you're generous, money makes you more generous. If you're selfish, it gives you more ways to be selfish. And I remember, the day I became truly wealthy had nothing to do with money. I was broke. No food, no plan, no options. I had maybe $20 left, and I went to a small restaurant near the ocean just to feel abundant for a moment. As I walked out, I saw a young boy open the door for his mother, pull out her chair, and treat her like a queen, and something hit me deep. I walked up to him, handed him my last money, and said, "You take her to lunch. You deserve it." He said, "I can't take that." I smiled and said, "Yes, you can, because I said so." I walked out of that place with no money, but with more freedom than I'd ever felt in my life. Because in that moment, scarcity died. It was gone. I realized that the universe always rewards giving. That day, I decided I will never live in fear again. And since that moment, everything in my life has changed, because the secret to living is giving. Today, I get to feed millions of people. But once, I couldn't even feed myself. And that's grace. That's what happens when you stop waiting to have enough and start acting like you already are enough. If you want to change your life, it's simple. Stop chasing money. Start creating value. My mentor told me this when I was 17. If you want life to change, you've got to change. If you want life to get better, you've got to get better. You can't control the economy, but you can control your economy, your inner world. You want to make more? Add more value, find a way to serve more people. When you make other people's lives better, your life can't help but expand. So ask yourself, how can I give more, grow more, become more? Because if you do, not only will you be financially wealthy, you'll be emotionally, spiritually, and purposefully wealthy. And that, my friend, is the kind of wealth that never runs out. You either master money or money masters you. The choice is yours. But remember, real wealth is not measured by what you have. It's measured by how much you give, how deeply you love, and how fully you live. That's the game of life. That's the ultimate freedom.